Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 1 of the playthrough of the game called Kona. Before I get started, I just want to say that I've played a bit of the game. What happened was, I was playing it, and then I realized that I didn't click record. So, I played about 30-40 minutes of it. So, we're going to start from the beginning, and I'll know all the little secrets and where I have to go. But besides that, we'll just get going, I guess. So, here we go. Yeah, see, I played 40 minutes right here, but we're going to start a new one. So, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and yeah, I'm going to play this game. I saw it on Facebook, and I thought it looked pretty interesting. I saw the trailer, and it looked pretty cool, so I decided to give it a shot. So, we're going to be playing through it. I don't know much about the game. All I know is it takes place in Canada, I believe in the 1970s, and we're some sort of private investigator. So I'll be quiet now as we get started.
Carl Faubert sought information for a living. That is to say that ever since he returned from Korea, after having served with the armed forces, he had been working as a private investigator in Montreal. William Hamilton, a rich industrialist, had gotten in touch with him regarding a simple vandalism issue. Nothing to write home about. Not worth hiring a private eye either, just so he can drive for hours on rough roads. But that's how it had always been. The client pays, Carl gets it done.
So yeah, I've played
up to meet at the general store, his client's business. Well, actually, the entire village had William Hamilton's name written all over it.
I've played this part before. I know exactly what happens. So I'll let you guys know when I get to the part where I stop playing, when I noticed that I wasn't recording.
It was customary around these parts to close them off. But it was also customary to ignore those signs entirely and drive there anyway.
Alright. So, we're a private investigator named Carl, I believe, and we are investigating a vandalism crime in some town for some guy named Hamilton. That's what I got from it so far. So, I've done all this before. But yeah, we have some big things happening to the channel, so I'm very excited. I have someone that I'm going to be working a lot with, and I'm bringing someone on to the channel. Hopefully I can talk more about that once all that is figured out, but yeah, let's get going. I gotta cut this thing down. What is that? I didn't see that before. Oh, it's a rock. Alright.
Never mentioned a road blocking barrier. Why was it needed here in the back of Beyond? That would, however, be a mystery for another day. Carl had waited long enough for someone to come and raise it. Still not a soul in sight. There was no point in waiting any longer. Carl had to figure this one out by himself. Hamilton is waiting for Carl in the general store. It was time for him to get down to business.
All right.
Hamilton enjoyed a lavish country house built in the very heart of the northern forests, not too far from here. The local populace was divided when it came to the affluent man. Some saw a wealthy philanthropist dedicated to improving the region's economy. Others an aging Englishman who would do anything to further his fortunes. And those ones hated him enough to go on about scheming against him. Hamilton had recently acquired a few local businesses, but the last straw was the reopening of a mine, which gave rise to a wave of protests and threats from the Cree people. Given these circumstances, Carl reckoned that a good number of people must be feeling compelled to oppose Hamilton in one way or another. So far, only the industrialist's house had been a target, but soon enough, Carl thought, the target would become the man himself.
Oh no! I would not have seen that coming. But yeah. So, I don't know how long these episodes are going to be. Probably around 30 minutes. Hopefully. And I'm just going to keep playing, and I'll just release them all probably at the same time. But here we go, a few hours later.
Carl needed to get out of there. The cold and the pain required urgent care.
Alright. Kona. Yeah, I never heard of this game. I was randomly on Facebook, and then I saw a trailer for it. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I picked it up. You can pick it up on Steam or Xbox One or PlayStation. I'm playing on PlayStation.
It was still best to check it out and leave nothing to chance. Carl needed help. It was a small, locked box engraved with the letters W.H. Carl thought about taking it. Nothing was to be left to chance.
So we got a picture of this girl. I'm gonna flip it over. There's some writing. Isabel, you gave meaning to everything. When you disappeared, so did purity. I would defend purity against the winds. And the winds, the tides against ice and blizzard. Alright. So then we're gonna go to the trunk. There's a med pack here. I need to use that because I am bleeding.
Already Carl did not feel his toes anymore.
Yeah, so I probably played 30-40 minutes, and then I looked over at my computer screen, and then I realized that I didn't click the record button. So yeah, don't do that if you're trying to do a playthrough, because that doesn't help you at all. Alright, so we need the lantern. We need the chains.
Better than he had hoped. Carl Faubert had succeeded once more, and was now on his way to new adventures.
Alright, so as you can see in the top left, you lose the fire, like you need to go around fire so you don't die. And then the brain thing, I think it helps you like move better. If it's low, then you struggle, but so you just kind of need to be around fire. There's nothing else in this room that I can use. I'm gonna take a couple more fire logs. I went up there the first time I played this, and there was literally nothing up there. It was just like so you can see the landscape of the game. But so now I need to go back to the truck, put the chains down, get back in the truck, and we are good to go. Alright. So we have to head towards the general store now. And another quick update, I'm recording this on Sunday, I believe. I don't know what day it is, but I'm releasing another episode of A Conversation with the Stranger, so I will post that today, and I'll leave a link to it, so you can check it out. And if you want to be a guest on the show, just make sure you send me an email to blue.i.owl8@gmail.com. The link will be in the description, or the email will be in the description.
The Manistan region was no tourist hub. It was said to have been populated for millennia by Cree people, and ever since the industrial era, by the metal mining industry. The truck was running on fumes. Good thing that the general store was close by.
Yeah, once in a while I'll do this loading screen, so I thought it was the game freezing, but I guess not. Alright, so we reached the general store. We're actually making good time now that I know exactly what I need to do, because it probably took me 20 minutes to get here, trying to figure out what to do beforehand. Alright, so we're at the general store. We need to put gas in. So let's do that. Oh, shit. A
Carl
dead
had
body.
no trouble recognizing his employer.
Okay, so that's my
He'd been
boss.
killed. There was no need.
Well,
to
that's
be
the guy
able
that hired me, I
to
guess.
figure that out. But only a detective could have noticed that the killer had to have been very close. That the fatal blow had been given before the victim even realized. Carl felt a chill down his spine and had a terrifying realization. If Hamilton was dead, then who was going to pay him?
I laughed the first time they said that because it was funny. Alright.
An explosion suddenly occurred outside.
Alright, so...
Carl knew that Gilles Lachance was in charge of the general store. That made him one of Hamilton's employees. A very angry employee, as Carl could plainly see.
Alright. So we need pump 2 to get the gas. So I read it. There's a note in the back that says how to open up the cash register. It goes one, like you need to type in a price, click sale, and then crank the wheel twice, and then we got the keys. So we got the keys to the post office. Some duct tape.
According to that log, it seemed like the whole village owed some money to the general store. Carl was far more interested in the bunch of nearby addresses he had just gotten his hands on, though.
Alright. So, moving on. I need that med first aid. Then there's a bottle of wine up here I can get. Okay. So we need to get out of here.
His composure, Carl recalled something from his military training. Wolves always stay away from populated areas. Wait, was it about bears?
Okay, so we need the pliers. Okay, there's nothing in the trunk. Is there any? Okay, we're gonna have to come back in here for something. We can go to... So we got the post key for this thing.
Something fell to the bottom of the box. The murder weapon. What was that doing there, Carl wondered. Hamilton must have been determined to keep some information secret to post this key. Shame he got unlucky. Everything made sense now. Poor Hamilton's denunciation was interrupted, and he figured it would be best to lock everything up and send the key to his correspondent, who would receive the box later on.
Alright.
Clever, but not enough. That's what happens to ordinary people playing spy.
So we need to fix this generator.
Carl was no electrician, but he could identify a wiring problem when he saw one.
Alright. Need this fire starter for later on. We're gonna turn on the garage. Okay. So we're gonna head to the garage.
The crowbar was stuck under the lift. Notwithstanding Carl's imposing stature, car lifting wasn't part of his skill set yet.
Okay, so now we have a crowbar and a gun.
The bar was within Carl's grasp. Surely it would come in handy at some point.
Okay, I gotta turn the power on here. I know that. There we go. Okay. Nothing else here. Now I gotta pump the gas. Okay, so now I can pump the gas.
Carl knew straight away where to find the infuriated Gilles Lachance. Any good investigation would have to start there.
Alright. So, I remember I gotta take a picture of this.
Carl was used to strange phenomena, but a chunk of ice like this, as if an iceberg came out of the ground, that was a first.
And then I gotta follow these footsteps.
Carl was beginning to know the store and its surroundings like the back of his hand. The seeker had sought.
And there we go. Alright, we're going to end it right here. So I leave you guys with a little bit of mystery. If you want to find out what the hell that thing is, make sure to check back here in a couple... Well, watch this video and the next one should be up pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's kind of boring because I've played through this part already, but we're coming up to the part where I've actually, I think maybe another couple minutes actually, not too far from here, and then we'll be caught up. So we're going to end it here. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.